Welcome, 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 soulmates. And thank you for once again taking this journey with me as we seek to discover and embrace our life's purpose. And you guys know that we endeavor to do that because once we tap into our purpose, then we can find our passion, then we can create a legacy of generational wealth for ourselves and our families. In other words, we're looking to live a life that is fulfilled and to get paid for doing what we love. And not just get paid, but might as well get wealthy at it while we're there, right? Okay. So, in our other videos, you know that what we've talked about is the journey to purpose in my method consists of 7 key concepts. And one of those concepts is the process of self evaluation and self reflection. And so in our last video, we talked about the overall concept of self reflection and self evaluation. We basically came up with a working definition and gave you an overall view of the entire process of evaluating yourself. But this video, we're going to talk about something that's near and dear to my heart. We're going to talk about self-reflection as it relates to the art of journaling, right? Yay? Yay, yay. Good, good, good. Okay, so I want you to know that understanding the power of self-reflection is not just an intellectual exercise, but it is a transformational journey. It is our pathway to discovering our innermost thoughts, our emotions, our strengths, our weaknesses, and even our potential. Self-reflection can feel, though, like a daunting task because it requires honesty and vulnerability and courage. However, the rewards are profound as it leads us to growth, self-awareness, and empowerment. Self evaluation, you guys, is not a luxury, but it is a necessity for your personal and professional growth. It helps us to break free from our habitual patterns, it challenges our limiting beliefs, and it helps us to reevaluate our priorities and our goals. If we are intentional about evaluating ourselves, we are going to encounter a profound realization. And what is that realization? It is going to be the understanding of our purpose in life. Because as you know, purpose is oftentimes not something that is clear and obvious, but it is something that is discovered through introspection, curiosity, and courage. Regularly evaluating ourselves can help provide that clarity that we need about what truly matters to us, what makes us fulfilled, what makes us feel alive. So, we understand that purpose is not a destination, but rather it is a compass that guides our actions, it guides our decisions, it even helps us to guide our relationships. So, how do we make self-reflection a regular part of our lives? Well, glad you asked. In order to do that, we need to have practical tools and techniques that we can utilize. What are some of those techniques? One is prayer. Another is the process of mindfulness and meditation. Each of those tools can help us to stay present and to observe our thoughts and our emotions without judgment. So let me delve into each of those just a little bit. Prayer for me, and I'm not getting deep, you guys, and these are my definitions, and you certainly are welcome to have your own that might be a lot deeper than I am. I'm not that deep. Prayer for me is a conversation with my higher power. It does not require for me a lot of rhetoric, these and thous, and old English accents. Um, it just requires me to talk, to have a conversation with the divine for me. Uh, Mindfulness, on the other hand, mindfulness is simply it's a concept that we utilize a lot in the therapeutic world, but it's really about being present in the moment. What am I feeling right now? And not allowing yourself to go down the rabbit's hole and think about the what ifs and what had happened and all of that. Just right here and now, the here and now. What am I feeling? How can I be present with my body, with my emotions, with my experience right now? And meditation, of course, is really about deep reflection as well. Deeply reflecting, going inward. For me, it's very close to prayer. Some people call prayer meditation. But really reflecting on something and bringing something to mind and really focusing in on it and clearing out the noise of everything else and really honing in. That is a good way of understanding meditation. And remember, each of these are tools that can help us with the process of self-evaluation. Another technique that you guys know I love so much is introspective questioning. And that is when I say to you, you say something or you have a belief, and I say, but why? I'm scared of losing my job, but why? I'm scared of getting on a plane, but why? But why? And so it is that process of going deeper. And what introspective questioning can do is stimulate deep thinking and self-discovery, right? So regular practices of these techniques can enhance the quality and depth of our self-evaluation and reflection. Um, that will help us to open new doors and to stimulate understanding and growth. So what I'm saying in a nutshell is whenever we're doing this process of self-evaluation, um, some people kind of think of it in a microwave sense. Okay, I sat down, I did the self-evaluation, I did the self-reflection, 16 minutes. So, whoo, I did great. And I'm not certainly putting a time on it, but what I am saying is true self-evaluation and self-reflection is about going deeper. It is really more crock pot than microwave. But one of the most powerful tools of self-reflection, which is near and dear to my heart, is journaling. So, what is journaling? Journaling is an art. It is an art that combines creativity with introspection. Journaling is not just about recording our daily events or thoughts. Today's Thursday. I woke up at 6 a.m., had some grits and a piece of toast. And it's not just about the recounting, rewriting of daily events, but it is a process of self-discovery and self-expression. And so with journaling, there are different techniques that you can employ to help you start the process of journaling. And I will say right now, I'm going to be super honest with you. I am just going to give a very light touch. I'm just going to introduce some of these techniques. And the reason being is because if I were to really take a deep dive into journaling, this would be easily a 3-day workshop because the process of journaling is just that in depth. So I'm going to touch on a few techniques of journaling, and I'm going to invite you to do the work and do a little bit more exploring and researching yourself to get more information about it. But this will certainly give you a baseline understanding of what some of these techniques are. First is one called stream of consciousness writing. And all that means is you get your journal out and you just start writing whatever is in your mind. Whatever thoughts come up, you write that. Whatever feelings are present, you write that. And so I would say one of the big things about stream of consciousness is to not get into the paralysis of analysis, to not get into the logic. Oh, that didn't make sense. Let me go back. Why am I thinking that? No. Stream of consciousness means whatever I'm thinking. I'm not going back. Sometimes when I do stream of consciousness writing, I don't even use punctuation because sometimes even putting punctuation requires me to stop thinking about what it is that I'm thinking to reflect on the proper grammaticals of that sentence. My English teacher would be so proud, but no. For this, you really just want to write. Just write. Give yourself permission to just write down whatever you're thinking or feeling. Believe it or not, this can be so powerful because you can oftentimes find that there are things that you are thinking about and feeling that you didn't realize you were thinking about or feeling. Things that are bothering you, things that are underlying there that because of the busyness of our lives and sometimes just our unwillingness to deal with issues, that you're not even aware that this thing is here and bothering you. So that is stream of consciousness writing, which is powerful. Another technique, which if you've been with me for any time, you've heard me mention, is gratitude journaling. And gratitude journaling is exactly what it sounds like. It's about being intentional about writing about those things that you're grateful for. And so we talked in one of the other videos about how difficult it is to be in the space of worry, fear, and sometimes the limitations of our beliefs that we're not good enough, and to be in gratitude at the same time. Those things are sort of opposites. When I'm writing about what I'm grateful for, when I'm writing about the fact that my family is alive, my children are alive, the fact that I had a roof over my head, it's sort of difficult to then, in that same moment in time, be thinking about the job I didn't get and how they passed me over for the promotion or how I didn't get the house. It's difficult to be in both of those spaces at the same time. So journaling with gratitude journaling can be very powerful. Another one, and if you have taken advantage of the free journal that we have here in the community, which is called the Living My Best Life journal, that is a dream journal, which is the third technique of journaling that I'm going to mention in this video. Dream journaling. It is typically when you have a dream journal, you will have some type of prompt, written prompt, that will invite you to dream. What is your dream job? What is your dream vacation? What does financial freedom look like to you? What is your dream business? What is your dream relationship? So dream journaling really gets us to dig deep into the things that we really want, the things that we really value. And what's so good about that is that it takes us away from the limitations of our now. Because it's not about, I would do the business, but I don't have enough money. No. The writing prompt for a dream journal is saying, in spite of all of that, don't even worry about what you don't have. Don't even worry about the education that you feel like you lack. If you could have it your way, what would you want? And so this is so super powerful because what we find in that are the things that we really want without the confines of what we don't have, which helps us then to hone in on what matters to us and to start to set some goals for how to achieve the things that we really want. So that's dream journaling. Each of these journaling techniques can facilitate different aspects of personal growth and self-awareness. Journaling can serve as a mirror, which reflects our inner thoughts, our emotions, our desires, our fears, and our dreams. But most importantly, it can be a safe space to explore, to understand, to accept ourselves, to celebrate our achievements, and to heal our pains. What you write in your journal is personal, and it's for you alone, unless you choose to share it. So it gives us that safe space that we need. But please understand that the journey of self-evaluation, even with the power of journaling, is not complete without action. The insights and revelations that we gain from self-evaluation and journaling then needs to be translated into concrete actions. These actions that we need to take should align with our purpose, our values, and our goals. So this is the culmination of our journey. This is the moment where reflection meets action, where understanding transforms us into living a life that is full of potential, full of possibilities, and full of purpose. So, I want to end today's video by sharing my personal experiences with journaling. I will tell you, I have always engaged in some form of journaling. Now, even since I was a child. So those of you that are older, before the technological age, you know that back in the day, we had that diary, the one with the key in the lock, which really locked nothing because all you had to do was take a pair of scissors and cut the little tab. But it was symbolic. It made us feel safe. I had one of those. And so I will tell you that no matter what storms or challenges that came up in my life, I always found peace and solace in my ability to just write out my thoughts and feelings. And even write down just what was happening to me or around me. I found safety in the pages of my diary, my journal, because I could say the things on those pages that I couldn't say out loud to anyone else for the fear of backlash or judgment. So I've journaled my whole entire life, all through childhood, teen years, my adult life. I have a journal right now. I have several journals right now, actually. I have a gratitude journal, I have a regular journal. But let me tell you the benefits that I found in journaling. That in addition to the ability to just release and share everything that was locked inside of me, which is huge and so important, I found an even more important benefit of my journaling. You see, you guys, my journals have become my records. They have become my evidence. They have become my receipts that trouble don't last always, and that I am a survivor. You see, when I get in a tight space, even right now, and I'm uncertain or even a little scared, I can go back through those pages of my journal and read through the other times that I was in a tight space before, the other times when I was a little bit afraid before, and I made it. It blesses my soul to be able to go back and to see how far I have come, to be able to go back and see my growth, to be able to go back and see the prayers that I had during those times that I now see have been answered. So I invite you, no, I actually urge you to start chronicling what's going on in your life right now. Start journaling, because not only will it help you get clarity in the present, you guys, it is going to be your testimony. It is going to be your evidence. It is going to be your proof. It is going to be your receipts in the future that you made it, which will give you confidence the next time you find yourself in a tight place or a little scared. You'll be able to go back and say, yeah, I've been here before. This ain't my first time at the rodeo. And I made it through. So I know I'm going to be okay. So I want to thank you guys again for taking this purpose journey with me. It's so good not to take it alone. It's so good to have friends, sisters, and brothers to walk alongside me as we uncover and discover our greatest self, our next levels. So I invite you to start journaling, get you a journal, start writing, stream of conscious, if that's what you need to do first, whatever it is you need to do. I invite you to give yourself the gift of self-evaluation through journaling. It has certainly been a blessing to me. With that, see you next time, you guys. Take care.